Hi, I'm Terry Pearce from Untold Play. Over 20 years working in learning and development, I've noticed more and more that for their learning experiences, people are demanding more. Death by PowerPoint, lectures, quizzes after e-learning that's very simple. These kind of things were never much fun and not that effective either. But learners, people paying for learning, are expecting more and more varied, more engaging and more interactive experiences and activities. And I think learning designers, trainers and educators all want to design interactive, memorable experiences that are more fun for everyone involved, but also more effective. That's why I created the Transform Deck. It's a tool designed to inspire learning designers, trainers, and educators to transform their learning content into engaging and interactive experiences and activities. It's not a set of specific activities that are designed for particular settings. Rather, it's a set of types or categories of activities, some familiar, some innovative, that are designed to help inspire you to create your own designs quickly and get great results from them. The deck guides you through the process. 7 grey how-to cards show you different ways to sift and sort and arrange and otherwise work with the cards. And then the 45 cards in the main deck spark different ways to transform your learning content. Each card shows one way to transform your content with lots of information on both the front and the back of each, giving you examples and tips to help you spark ideas on how best to use that card with your content. Here's an example. Imagine you've got some content around organizational values. You could do something simple and straightforward, like putting the values on a slide, talking them through, then checking the learning afterwards, but that's not a particularly effective way to learn. Using the cards, you might pull out, for example, customize an avatar. So this is where learners create or customize a character to represent themselves. And that might inspire you to get learners creating a representation of themselves that shows how to embody the values or how they embody the values. You could pull out amplify stroke reduce. That's where learners explore what would happen if some variable was amplified or reduced. And that might lead you to create an activity where learners experiment with dialing up or dialing down each value and then speculate on the impacts on work or scenarios. Or you could pull out pre-mortem, and that's where learners imagine that something's already gone wrong and review why it happened. So that might spark an idea about an activity where you explore what learners don't want to happen in their work and explore what kind of failure of values might have led to that catastrophe. As well as using cards one at a time, you can use combinations, either ones you discover yourself or those that are suggested at the bottom of each card. So for example, in branching paths activities, learners navigate a scenario by making either or choices at various stages. Now, one of the cards that branching paths suggests a good combination with is storytelling. And that's where learners bring things to life by kind of weaving a narrative. So if you had learning content, let's say, around assessing and mitigating risk, you could combine these 2 cards to inspire one activity. Maybe learners have to navigate a set of choices about some paper risks that they have to rate and choose mitigation around. But then they have to present the results back as a story of kind of dangers averted that they bring to life with identities and details so that the risks can kind of be linked to a real and relevant context for the learners. There are also other ways to work with the cards. There are 5 suits that each focus on what sort of work you're asking learners to do. So different suits might ask them to assess different options or work with arrangements and structures or create new ideas or solve puzzles and play games or apply things to the real world. Each suit has within it several different kinds of activity. The deck won't design a learning experience or a session for you, but it will help streamline the process and inspire you. Some of the reviews and feedback from new and experienced learning designers has been fantastic. And you'll find an in-depth review of the deck from Ludagogy magazine in the comments. You can buy the deck from untoldplay.com. The prices you see here are for the first limited print run, by the way. If you do buy the toolkit version of the deck, you'll also get digital mini versions of the cards for online collaboration and also access to the Transform Deck community forum on Discourse, where users share successes and tips, and I share guides and insights to help you get even more from the deck.